Please like and share the video. It is disheartening to read news reports that seem to belittle the struggles of individuals with cancer to elevate Kate Middleton. It is important to remember that everyone's experiences are valid and should be treated with respect. As Duchess Meghan Markle wisely said a few years ago, "You don't have to hate her to love me, and you don't have to hate me to love her." It is not Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan Markle who are making the royal family unpopular, but rather the outdated system of privilege and the media's tendency to prioritize the interests of the royal family over those of the general public. Britain is currently facing a financial crisis, with many people struggling to secure housing and access basic necessities. The excessive focus on the royal family in the media diverts attention from these important issues and perpetuates a sense of inequality. It is essential that the media prioritize the needs and concerns of the general public rather than catering exclusively to the upper class. I encourage everyone to read the article from The Telegraph and form their own opinions on this matter. Our Fair Lady. Princess of Wales's selfless display was the tonic that Britain needed. When lesser mortals would have stayed at home, Catherine proved that the show goes on two words. Thank you. Thank you, Princess of Wales, for being an absolute trooper and attending Trooping the Colour on a cold, grey day when lesser mortals with your illness would have stayed home, tucked up in their gym jams. Thank you for sacrificing the privacy that is so much needed to get you back to full health. Thank you for such a show of support for the king, who is not a well man, on his official birthday, and for giving a boost to the wider royal family, which has sorely lacked star power since you withdrew from public life in January to have major surgery. Thank you for channeling the gamine beauty of Audrey Hepburn in that wow of a white dress with a jaunty, outsized, stripy, black and white bow. You are our fair lady. The weather was dreadful. Junewary, they're calling it. A little damp underfoot, conceded Claire Balding with consummate English understatement. Damp. Ducks could have swum in the puddles on Horse Guards Parade. Balding was anchoring the event for the BBC with gale-force enthusiasm and contagious admiration for the guardsmen, the horses, and all their hard work. The weather was dreadful. Junewary, they're calling it. A little damp underfoot, conceded Claire Balding with consummate English understatement. Damp? Ducks could have swum in the puddles on Horse Guards Parade. Balding was anchoring the event for the BBC with gale-force enthusiasm and contagious admiration for the guardsmen, the horses, and all their hard work. Sitting exposed on a dais were our poor king and queen. You hoped they'd worn their thermals. The only sunshine came from the golden glow of the brass instruments, the braid on the uniforms, and, above all, from Kate and the three children, smiling and waving in their glass coach. Inevitably, all eyes were upon the princess after her statement on Friday that, although she still had good days and bad days and was not out of the woods yet, she would be making her first public appearance since revealing she had cancer. Even King Charles's popularity was sacrificed to please Kate Middleton. This demonstrates that the Telegraph serves as Kate Middleton's mouthpiece, providing evidence for intelligent and independent thinkers to comprehend Prince Harry's message. Check out more videos on my YouTube. Sussex viral.
In terms of the provocation that you felt then, driven by paparazzi and the treatment of your sister Diana by the press, if you look now in 2024 at how the paparazzi has sort of developed into this kind of online circus, this online free-for-all, do you think the dangers of that are perhaps more potent? And if we look at what's happening now around the current Princess of Wales, do you think the dangers of that online, almost sort of conspiracy world are more potent than the press intrusion that you have fought against?
No, I think it was more dangerous back in the day. I think, Yeah, if I look back to 97 and Diana's death, I think that was so shocking to... The circumstance of her death was so shocking that it did make the industry that supports the paparazzi really consider more carefully what it could and couldn't do. Not because they had a moral judgment, but because it was unacceptable to the public.
Do you worry, though, about what's happened to the truth?
I do worry about what happened to the truth.